Hey everyone, so somebody emailed in to ask about playing under pressure and some tips of the best way to do that, and I thought about it and I thought the best way I can sort of help you with that is to explain it via a story, and it's about Nick Faldo, but it could equally be applied to Tiger Woods. I think those are two very similar sort of players as far as the psychology and the mentality of golf. And it was a tournament many years ago, and Faldo was one of the best in the world at the time, and he was playing in this tournament and he was having a really bad time. It was the second round, he was halfway through and he was clearly going to miss the cut. He was sort of 4 or 5 shots over the cut line, so there's absolutely no chance that he was going to make the cut. And he was playing like his life depended upon it. It was literally, he was lining up putts from all angles. He was sort of debating the club selection. He was going so thoroughly into it, and so much so that the commentator at the time said, "This is really strange. He sort of maybe he doesn't realise what his score is and what the cut is, because he's literally he's playing as if he was about to win." And so much so that he was asked after the round why he was working so hard, and why, he was missing the cut, and his answer was something I'll never forget. He said that he tries, it's like Nadal with tennis is another good example. He tries 100% on every shot as if he was in contention all the time. And then he said, and then when he is in contention and it really matters, then it's no different. And Nadal does the same with tennis, and it's sort of, you can see they're putting 100% into every single shot, and then it works when they're under pressure much better. It's more likely to last. Whereas what you see with a lot of people, even the tour players, you can see them try a little bit harder when it matters, when they really want it, and what that translates to often is them taking too long, and them like taking an extra few practice swings, spending too long over the ball, and then not producing the same results as they normally would. So that really left an impression on me, and Tiger Woods is one of the sort of modern components of that. He literally sort of grinds out, and he can be having a terrible time. I've watched him on TV where you watch him play these shots, and some of them sort of I'd be pretty miffed with, I'd be pretty upset with, and then at the end of the round he shot 69, and you think, how on earth did you do that? And it's back to this concept a little bit of just not giving up, getting every single ounce out of every shot and making that a habit, and that is the best way to sort of play, and then it lasts under pressure. It doesn't feel that different when you do that. So the opposite sort of end of the scale is when somebody basically doesn't, when they're on the range, they just hit so quickly that they've got like 2 balls in the air at once, and then when they play a practice round they don't really line it up, and then suddenly in a match they try really hard. Invariably that doesn't work. So my advice is to basically play 100% and practice that way, to practice like it really matters, and then when it really does matter to you, it won't be any different. So I hope that helps. I hope that's something that you can take onto the golf course very soon. Okay.